Welcome to the Restaurant Growth Show podcast. Today, we brought in loyalty expert Sam Sorbara from Accru to pull back the curtain on loyalty programs, their real-world applications, and the effect they have on inflation. I'm excited. The team here is ecstatic. It's the World Cup edition. This is episode 11. Let's go! It's Gordon, and this is the Restaurant Growth Show podcast where we talk about how restaurants can use technology to grow their business. We've got a lot to talk about in this episode, but first, let's introduce our guests. Sam Sorbara has over 10 years experience in the loyalty and gift card space. In the last 5 years, Sam has been managing the business development team and strategic channel partnerships for Accru, an industry-leading loyalty marketing solutions provider. And you know these next two usual suspects. Jose Albas is the Chief Growth Officer and co-founder at Moduurn, and Alex Cook is the VP of Sales and also a co-founder at Moduurn. Lastly, who am I? My name is Gordon. I am your host. I run a digital marketing program called 90 Days to Success, where I teach restaurateurs how to sell their food online. Gentlemen, how are we doing today? What's going on? What's happening?
A lot's happening. We're here to talk about gift card and loyalty today.
Gift card
That's
and
what's
loyalty.
going on.
Gift card and loyalty in the age of World Cup, the 2022 World Cup. Who's got who?
I thought it's about, well, we're missing a key team, maybe one for sure. But
Colombia, thank you, Colombia. Yeah, I know.
Right, but no, I guess we got to get on the Canadian bandwagon, right? It was our root for the underdogs, so should be exciting. They put up a pretty good fight against the number 2 ranked FIFA team in the world in Belgium, so let's see what they do against Croatia.
Absolutely. I think they raised their game quite a bit, and I think they're gonna run through Croatia, and I'm saying that, my fingers are crossed and I'm knocking on wood, but they looked really good against Belgium. Let's hope that they carry that momentum through and crush Croatia. So who knows what can happen.
I can't choose what to share. And I'm very, very excited. It is, for me, the World Cup is right now like when Colombia first got there in 1989. So I feel young, I feel full of hope. I'm possibility for now being Canadian. I mean, all over again. Amazing.
It's an amazing time. It's super exciting. Alex, are you a soccer fan? Are you a footy?
I don't watch a lot of sports. I like to play sports, but I got to be honest, I don't spend a lot of time in front of the TV. So I'll probably watch a couple games, but that's a
healthy approach. I wish I had that approach as well. As active in as many sports as I've played throughout the years, I'm on the couch and I'm flipping through and I'm watching all these matches and games. So let's jump into this. Sam, welcome to the show. You're our first external guest, so we're all gonna surround you and pester you with questions. Why don't you start off telling us a little bit about Accru and what you guys do to help restaurants grow?
Yeah, for sure, and I appreciate the Moduurn team hosting me here. This is awesome. But Accru, we're a Canadian-based company. Our office is in Hamilton, Ontario. We service around 5,000 locations across Canada. Implementing gift card, loyalty, and promo programs. It's a solid marketing tool. We've been around since 2012, and we're just continuing to build on what we've started. Having a very good focus on the hospitality space, as we see it being a desperate need for loyalty and other products to help these restaurateurs continue to grow and, more importantly, understand who their customers are. So the solutions that we're offering are going to be or have been implemented to help these merchants and these restaurants get to know who their customers are, bring in some additional revenue, run various different promotions. It's just a powerful marketing tool all around.
I do have a follow-up question on that because we're moving in towards the holiday season right now. How important is it to have gift cards coming into December at Christmas time, for example?
Yeah, gift cards are important. Actually, early to mid-October is when gift card season really starts to kick off. But it is very important. You got to think about gift card as another product that you're selling. So you always want to be able to offer your customers with something that allows them to purchase something up front, which is great to get the money up front. So it's great for cash flow and whatnot. But it's prudent that merchants have this because if somebody is a diehard for that restaurant. They love it. It's an easy gift, and this is a time now where people are really purchasing these gift cards and whatnot. So we want to make sure that you are offering them both online and in store.
Great. And they can see a huge increase in revenue with gift cards at this time of year.
Yeah, and it's not the actual gift card purchase itself where's a big revenue generator. Got to get a shout out to our marketing team who pulled out some data. But according to Bento Box and the data that they've accumulated, gift cards see an average of 123% ROI. And the reason because of this stat is not just the gift card purchase itself, it's actually when the gift card is being redeemed. Because a lot of the times when that gift card is being redeemed, the customer is actually having to pull out their wallet to pay additional, on the rest of the check. So that's a big thing. That's a big driver. So it's not the actual purchase of the gift card, which is always great because you're getting the money up front, as I mentioned, but it's the redemption of the gift card, which adds a lot of value to the business.
Yeah. Can you share some examples of just for audience, since we're in the restaurant show, can you share some examples of hospitality merchants that have been successful leveraging these loyalty programs?
We're able to use specifics of accrued customers just for based on our confidentiality between us and our consumers. But we support many different types of merchants in the hospitality space, be it from quick serve to casual dining to cafes. And a lot of these merchants do find obviously value in gift cards, but the big thing that the true value what they're finding is in the rewards program. Gift card, as I mentioned, is another product that they're selling, right? But there's only so much data you can get out of gift cards. Yes, you're getting the revenue up front and whatnot, but it's the value adds to that is very important to the merchants. And the loyalty program is a big driver there because the loyalty program equips a business or a merchant or a restaurant with a tool to capture valuable consumer data. Gift cards, nobody's registering those gift cards, right? It's a product that's getting purchased, it's getting redeemed. We don't know who's carrying that. We are tracking everything in detail, but we don't know who's carrying that. And the big thing is who is that person? Who is our customer? We want to have an understanding of who the customers are to help provide that information to the merchant. And that's what a loyalty program first and foremost does. After that, obviously all the fun parts come into it. Customers are earning based on what they're spending or purchasing. The merchants can implement various different campaigns or promotions on specific days, on specific locations, birthday promotions, thank you, we miss you type of campaigns. So all these different types of promotions that we can run to then implement into the merchant business, help them keep their customers on their toes and engaged in their business, all the while the merchant is capturing all of that very valuable consumer data.
Awesome. And okay, so without actually a name
Without naming names.
Without naming names, but just the ideas. Do you have any particular creative campaign or program or strategy that you can remember that you can share with us?
Yeah, for sure. So, some of the what we do is we don't really have a specific thing that we want to implement, right? When we're talking about merchants, we talk to the merchants, and a big question for us is tell us about your business. Tell us what you guys are doing today. We want to make sure that we have an understanding of that. So this way here we can build the product for the merchant, for their business, not, hey, this is what a crew does. So some of the unique things that we have seen that merchants implement, I wouldn't really call them unique, but I think they're solid drivers, are different promotions that keep the customers coming back, but more targeted on when they're coming back in. So I like to use birthday promotion as a prime example. Restaurants is a place of gathering. It's a social place. A lot of people, I know my wife her birthday's coming up. Let me take her out to a nice restaurant. If we were part of that loyalty program and she was getting a reward, or I was getting a reward for it's my birthday, then it's going to be a driver for us to go to that establishment as well. Cause it's like, hey, happy birthday from ABC restaurant. We just loaded X amount of dollars onto your card, or rewards onto your card, or onto your account, and come on in and dine with us. Well, that's a good reason why my wife and I, would pick up and go there. So it's those type of programs. I wouldn't call them unique, but I would call them strategic campaigns that they would implement that would be much more beneficial to their business, because like I said, it keeps them coming back. I mean, you're not trying to drive them back into at a certain date and time and whatnot. So loyalty is also a big driver of influencing consumer behaviors.
So and I love that you talked about birthday, which is a particular timeline, and
Yeah, the wife's birthday's
those
coming up.
specific-
That's why I have to stay on top of my head.
just,
That's
just so you
good that
know.
it's top
forget about
of
that one.
mind.
Just so you know.
If I can jump in, Jose, Sam, birthdays, that's a great promotion for sure, but that's only once a year. Like, what
Yeah,
are you
that's
doing
only
at the
once a
other
year.
364 days of?
Yeah, so we also understand. We try to understand, like, on the merchant's end, like, what's their slow periods? Is it, are there specific times, or is there specific days that are slow? And if that's the case, why are they slow? So we that's that question in the beginning. Tell us about your business. Really plays into a lot of how we build out the program for them. So yeah, birthdays once a year. I totally agree with you, right? But the thing is, what days are you slow? If you're seeing that Tuesdays you're really slow, how come? How can we drive customers in? Well, if we implement a promotion of like a double reward every Tuesday or every other Tuesday, customers would be, more amped to go into on that merchant's business to go and purchase, their food or their lunch or dinner or whatever, and on that Tuesday, opposed to going on the Wednesday or the Thursday. So we can help them drive traffic in on certain days. Maybe they're looking to bring people in a certain time frame, so we can run like similar to like a happy hour. Happy hour doesn't necessarily always have to revolve around the booze, but we can definitely have it revolve around like, hey, come in at these times, and this is how we're going to reward you for doing so.
And probably that's
We have
how
a
Taco
we have
Tuesday
a
came, chicken Wednesday, wings Wednesday,
Taco
we
Tuesday.
have a
six
we have a
Thursday.
client, and they've done really well. They do 9 o'clock, so they're open till 11, but from 9 to 11 at night, you get half price hamburgers. And so they're driving traffic in during those slow periods. And what they discovered was they actually sell more beer because they have more money to buy another pint. And there's actually more profit margin in a beer than there is in a hamburger. I'm curious right now because we've seen the delivery companies that are out there, third-party delivery, and what I've experienced and what I've heard from our clients, and they are now turning into, I like to compare it to a Groupon. So they're offering, 40% off for that particular restaurant. And what I see now is a lot of people are chasing Groupons or chasing coupons, chasing the deal, especially as costs of living have gone up. And there's, in my mind, there's no loyalty to that because they're going to chase the next deal. So they'll come to that 140% discount. Then they'll go to another restaurant, not because it's the best restaurant or the best choice, but because it's got a great deal and it's right there in front of them. And the loyalty solution is something that I see as something that can help protect that customer's brand and get customers coming back to their specific location.
We're not a proponent on discounts, because every time a merchant, runs a discount, all you're doing is kicking money out your own door. So what we've built is we want to make sure that not only our loyalty program allows the money to be, kept in house. We also have another product that we call promo or promo gift. To the end user, it acts, looks, feels like a gift card value, but to the merchant, it reports separate from gift card, which is very important. And the merchant, like, consumers probably don't want to hear this part, but the merchants love to hear it. The merchant can actually set an expiration date on that value. So instead of issuing a discount that you're kicking money out your own door, let's offer a promotion that they can only spend within your establishment. And they can only spend it within a certain time frame. So this can drive loyalty as well, the promo program, in addition to your actual rewards program. But we can use this for we miss you campaigns, right? We haven't seen you in 30 days.
Right.
We just loaded $10 to your card. That card looks like a gift card, but it's at the end of the day, it's promotional value, and it can only be used within this week. But hey, we miss you. We want to see you come back. Well, if I get a $10 coupon, or discount, a $10 promotional value, sent to me, I'm probably going to pop in there for lunch. I'm probably going to pop in there, for a quick dinner, depending on what type of restaurant, or I'm going to utilize it to redeem it for my online order that I'm going to be placing online. So
Sam, how are you delivering that "We Miss You" message?
that can be delivered in a couple different ways. With the whole loyalty component, we're capturing that customer. So we know that, account number 1234 is Joe Smith, Joe@hotmail.com. we host this data, the merchant owns it. There's ways, like once we have all that data in our management console, the merchant has the ability of running one of two different ways on communications to the customers. So one is directly through our company, or they can export that information and dump it into their current email, MailChimp or Constant Contact, not to give any plugs, but they can do
those are the big fish. I don't think that'll change anything.
We're not making money on this, but yeah, so that there's money different ways. So they can run a report in the Accrue and pull off that data to segment that list of customers and go from there.
Sam, I got another question here. I'm curious, is there a particular method at which the consumer is onboarded easier that the consumer prefers? Like, is it, sign up to our website? Is it RFID? Is it at a POS? Is there a particular one channel that the consumer prefers to sign up?
I would say no, there's not, because the demographic that's still dining today is still very broad, right? So you might have the older generation that they say they're tech savvy, but they're not, just because they carry the newest and greatest iPhone, but they still want to be enrolled in that plastic, with the plastic card.
Mm-hmm.
So they can just register that online really easily through the merchant's website. So we're also driving traffic there. In our partnership with Moduurn, when the customer downloads the app, they can register, and that creates a loyalty account for them. So there's just different ways on how it is. It's just all about the demographics and the comfortability of the consumer and where and how they want to enroll in the program.
That's great.
Is there a savings to a business operator when it comes to consumers buying the gift card, because there's now fewer payment transactions, payment processing fees? Does that ever come up?
It doesn't come up. It's not something that how we pitch our program. We don't want to pitch it as like, this is a cost savings because you're going to save on your credit card processing. However, depending on the business itself, let's say, for instance, you are a restaurant local to a high school or a college or university. Parents don't want to be giving cash to their kids nowadays, and they're definitely not going to give them their credit cards. So what we can do is we can set up an online e-gift cards solution for the merchant that's custom branded, where the parents can go online and purchase an electronic gift card for that specific restaurant, email it to the kid, and then they just go in and redeem it in the store. So this way here, there's no cash. So that's always a benefit. If the parents pop into the restaurant and they pick up a physical gift card built into that e-gift card webpage, they can also reload that physical card online as well. So now, that student just keeps that gift card in their wallet, and that's like their lunch allowance. Maybe they have one or two of them, three of them that are local to the school. But even for schools, that where the cafeteria is on campus or in the high school, we can also build something similar to that for them as well.
Yeah, and colleges, universities, even hospitals, for employees. Always looking at different places where these type of products would fit.
Yeah, years ago, remember, I'm not that old, but going back,
it comes quickly, Sam. It comes quickly.
In a blink of an eye.
But Tim Hortons, the longest time, didn't have debit credit. It was all you're paying with change. They implemented a gift card program, and it was kind of like your coffee allowance. You reload that card, and instead of picking through change in your cup holder, you just redeem your gift card. So that there, is pretty efficient. So, a lot of cafes and, should also look at that, even though it's a little bit of an old school mentality, but I love the idea of it. Hey, load your coffee allowance to this card type of thing, and have that or on your account. It's different ways that you can utilize the program. It's not the traditional gift card program we should be looking at all the time. We've
come a long way from the punch card, where you punch, you get the 10th for free, compared to where we are now.
Yeah, the punch card program, like a lot of merchants, it's still out there. It's still really prevalent in the industry today. Unfortunately, with that, it's a piece of paper. There's nothing being tracked. Merchant has no idea the liability on it, how many free copies of burritos or whatever they have out there. And they don't know who's carrying it, right? It's that piece of paper. It's some sort of loyalty program. You got loyalty in the door. You got customers using it. They got used to it. Let's modernize it and implement something that Accrue can offer to you.
That's a great point.
I had a client years ago, Sam, and he was so excited. He took me back into his office and he goes up to the top shelf and he brings down this big shoe box, like boot box. And it's because the gift cards didn't expire. These are all the gift cards that were out there that never got redeemed. And he didn't have an electronic gift card program, but these were all the paper gift cards that he received money on. And I don't even know if we can put this out there. but that was stuff that he got. He was so happy about it to show me. He said there's thousands of dollars here of unredeemed gift cards.
Happens. That definitely happens in the industry. We call that breakage, but definitely not the way we want to pitch the product. Of like, don't let these gift cards get redeemed, because yeah, you got the money up front. But I alluded to earlier in our conversation, like the big thing about the gift cards is the redemption. Is because that there's extra money going to be spent. You know, maybe not the first transaction on that gift card, but the second one for sure. That customer's got to pull up their wallet. So, you know, after they knock down the balance, unless this guy is a genius and they know how to plug down, you know, $200 on a gift card down to the penny, good on you. But that's never the case. So it's the redemption of it. Yeah. So we don't pitch it. We don't pitch the product on the breakage of it. It's going to happen. We know it. It's inevitable. But yeah, it's definitely questions that get asked from a lot of our customers. It's like, what do we do with this? It's like, can't do anything with it. So.
And electronically, you can do a partial pay. So say I've got $11 left on my gift card, but I got a $20 purchase, so I can pay the rest of my gift card and the balance by debit or credit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that partial pay is a big piece.
And then could I add once I've depleted my electronic gift balance, can I just add more onto it as I see fit?
Yeah. If you're carrying a plastic card, you can redeem that in store, or if the merchant has it set up, you can also redeem it online. I mean, reload it. I use reload.
Sam, Sam, have you seen a particular difference pre-pandemic as opposed to quote unquote post-pandemic in terms of loyalty onboarding or the desire to be a part of a loyalty program?
Yeah, we did actually, because we found that the customers that we were supporting that had loyalty pre-pandemic had a base of customers to communicate to. That was important. It wasn't, they could have been completely shut down, right? Because you know how what the Canadian government did in locking all of our restaurants down for some times and on and off. But if the merchants that had customer information that from registered loyalty members, they were actually still able to communicate with the people that actually spent money in their establishments, saying, "Hey, this is what's going on," or "Hey, this is what we're doing." Hey, we're going online. You know, we just implemented our online ordering through Moduurn type of thing. They were able to communicate to their customers about this. The ones that didn't, they were kind of sitting there hoping social media would get out there, a message out there. Unfortunately, social media is great. Never going to take anything away from it, but it's not targeted. You might have all these followers, but those followers are followers. Do we know? Can we pinpoint the ones that actually spend money at your business? Right? With social media, can't. But with a loyalty program, we can, and we know who they are. We know how much they spent. We know when they came in. And we can communicate with them. So that was a big thing there. And now we're seeing like customers post-pandemic, let's call it, or merchants. Sorry, our customers. Merchants now starting to get an understanding and see the true value in getting that customer data. So as I mentioned, yeah, the loyalty program is that tool that does that, and the ones that had it pre-pandemic, they were able to communicate with their customers, which is valuable because it keeps people in the know of what's going on with one of their favorite restaurants.
Customer data is customer experience.
Data's king, man. Data's king.
Loyalty members are tough to dissuade. As we've seen, neither inflation, nor rising fuel prices, nor generational shifts, nor rain, sleet, nor snow have stopped customers from seeking out deeper relationships with the brands they love. The value of these programs is undeniable. Sam, thanks so much for joining us. You've given our listeners a ton of value. Tell the people how they can connect with you. What's your platform of choice?
Yeah, so they can visit our website, www.accrue.com, and that's spelled ACKROO.com. They can visit our website there. They can fill out a form if you want to be contacted. You can also reach us at sales@accrue.com as well. We'll be more than happy to facilitate any questions that you may have and interest in our gift, our loyalty, our promo programs. that will be beneficial to your business.
Well, we'll definitely be sure to include some links to you and to Accrue in the description of the show. Alex, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, we've got a combo special. So we've always looked at ourselves as best of breed. So we integrate with great products, and Accrue is one of those. And we look at this as a seamless solution, working hand in hand together. So normally we charge $150 for our enhanced online ordering platform. For $175 a month, we include both the gift card and loyalty, all seamlessly integrated into one great platform.
We'll be sure to include the details of the special pricing with the partnership of Moduurn and Accrue. Again, Sam, pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for shedding some light on gift card, loyalty programs, all the benefits and what's happening in the industry. I'd also like to thank Alex, of course, Jose, again, for your insight. My name is Gordon. This is the Restaurant Growth Show podcast. I'm not sure how we're showing up on Google, but we will see you next week. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Thanks,
All right,
guys.
see y'all.